Everybody loves hanging out on the back of the swim deck, but it's never really a good idea to do this when the motor's running, as you can see is going on here, and it really isn't a good idea to do this when your wife's behind the wheel. Welcome back everybody, it is your boy Broncos Guru, and it is this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. Our first subject we're going to talk about this week is navigating bridges. In my boating life, I've not found this to be a difficult task, but obviously some people struggle, kind of like we're seeing right here. For whatever reason, my man went under this bridge and he's lost power and can't figure out why. To this captain, all the major boxes are checking. If he gives it fuel, the engine revs. It's obviously on. It's going into gear, but for whatever reason, he's just got no power and can't figure it out. To him, it feels like he's almost spun a prop or something, and then he figures it out. He's forgot to put the trim down. Always got to check everything before you get going. I'm sure he accidentally put this up as they were going, but still, it could have been worse because he luckily misses the bridge, unlike our next boater who's being pushed by the current, where my man here decides he's gonna hit the bridge. I see these videos happen all the time. I don't know what this person was thinking, what made them think they were gonna clear this bridge, because it's not even close. And the worst part of this clip, you won't see the end, where there's actually a 15-foot line behind this, and their dinghy's being pulled 15 foot underneath the other side of the bridge as well. These guys finally do get it straightened out and power off of this thing, but what they were thinking approaching it, once again, is only in that captain's head. Even here, look at the front anchor line. It appears to be dragging under the boat. Maybe this is a rental. Maybe somebody pulled this off the dock that was never supposed to pull it off the dock. Our next video clip's a little more explainable. My man just barely missed, but just barely missing in boating is like grenades and horseshoes, things go wrong. So my man stuck himself under this bridge. There's only one thing you can do at this point in time, and it's called ripping the band-aid off. Our captain here does know that, so you'll see here in a few moments he starts giving it power to throttle it up and just force its way through. The crazy part is as he breaks himself free, you'll see here he's got about 27 fenders out on the side of the boat. Maybe he should have put some of those on the roof. Somebody who's this cautious, throwing this many fenders out, surely would have checked the bridge heights before going on this trip. Our next subject we're going to talk about this week is those PWC boys. That's right, these guys are a little bit wily. I have a feeling this one started off with a, hey Billy, hold my beer, because Billy obviously grabbed the camera for this one as well. Right here, my man's going to try and get on this ski, and he's going to fail pretty bad. The only winner here is Billy getting the old footage on the camera, but next time, Billy, hold the camera sideways. Nothing like coming in after a long day of skiing and putting the ski back up on the lift. I mean, these are matching skis. They probably belong together, right? I'm sure my man's coming home. No, my man is not coming home. Apparently my man has lost his rear seat and decided he's going to take this guy's. This is definitely not the most brilliant of ideas. You're probably one of the few skis out on the lake that are matching. Also, with today's technology, there are cameras everywhere, and even better yet, my man goes into panic mode right here and winds up crashing into the ski, crashing into the dock. So to top it all off, you've probably done several $100s worth of damage to your own ski by banging into everything. Also making it more identifiable, because now your ski's probably all scuffed up and my man's going to be out on the lake looking for that ski. If anybody sees this ski out there with a bunch of scratches on it, let me know. Our next subject this week is going to be amphibious vehicles. These guys really aren't boneheads, but I just thought they were cool and I'm going to throw them on here anyway. I mean, come on, just check my man out here with his golf cart, horse trough, outboard, Frankenstein type vehicle he's got. At least we could fill those horse troughs up with a bunch of ice and a bunch of beverages and have a good time on the lake. My man's going to fire this one up, and I got to give him props on this. This actually is pretty slick. I wonder how that golf cart's rolling though. Did he do a full snorkel on this thing, or is it electric and he sealed those batteries off? Either which way, he's off in the sunset on his own, having a good time. The next vehicle we're going to see, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of into, and if they're out there, I want one, especially if they actually drive on the road as well. Imagine this one, being able to have a car, you could be rolling through the city during the day, and later that night, be out on the bay, having a good time, hooning it up with your friends. Our last subject we're going to talk about this week is one of the biggest mistakes you can make on the water, and that's a pretty simple one that everybody should follow, and that is smashing that subscribe button. That's right, if you do not subscribe to this channel, I'm coming to steal your drain plug, and this will be you. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening in your waterways, be sure to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and let me know, and you might see your story over here. Kind of like Mr. Turtle Paul, Knowles Amber, Ronan Strong, Douglas Brown 669, Richard L, Sam Klotz, Mark Stevens, and Brock Break Stuff did this week. And as we've already mentioned, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button or we're coming to steal your drain plug.